Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
pass. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Delgado takes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. 3-point.
Goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we are back at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan for our Tuesday triple header. We begin proceedings with two teams trying to make it to play-in territory. Itong Quezon City Galleries Taipan on the outside looking in dun sa ating North Division. Ito namang Bacolod Tubo Slashers want to rise up from the cellar in the South. Yan po yung mga laban natin. Quezon City against Bacolod in the first game. Mamaya, Bataan laban sa Nueva Ecija. And in the main game, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, the two-time defending champions, take on the Basilan Star Horse. Magandang hapon mga kaliga sa Dev Tupas, kasama si Javi Palania, and Javi, 3 more games with some implications sa ating playoff race. Palapit na tayo ng palapit sa October. We are nearing October. Pero alam natin na hindi pa. There's no sure thing yet at the moment.
Yeah, especially this season, we've always said it, season after season, ang daming sorpresa nangyayari, and even more so this year because of the factor coming in ng playing tournament natin, no? Ang daming pwedeng mangyari ngayon. And itong Quezon City, they want to make sure that they have a chance even for just a play-in spot. Well, Bacolod, even though it's a really big chance na hindi sila makaabot na talaga because they're second to the last in the Southern Division, they can still try because marami pa namang laro ang natitira para sa kanila.
Oo, no? And syempre they wanna snap out of that losing streak. Binabati natin ang mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and on YouTube. And we are live on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Let's bring in the third member of our panel, Miss Lyra Punsalan, who's been quite busy today. And buti naman nasingit mo kami sa iyong schedule, Miss Lyra Punsalan. Welcome sa coverage.
Well, Sudelf and Javi, isang napakagandang hapon to the both of you. You know what? A lot of first times indeed for me here in the MPBL dahil first time ko na naman makatungtong dito sa Flying V Center here at San Juan. But going back to our teams, over some chikahan earlier with Coach Jeff Perlas, he said that despite the unprecedented week-long rest brought about by the Typhoons, wala pa rin pahinga sa training at all out pa rin agad because that matchup against San Juan for him revealed how they were outplayed for their bigs. And so, dito nga na nag-ahabol na sa play-in spot, umamin siya na depensa pa rin talaga ang hinahabol nila. On a lighter note, this is such a full circle moment for him and for Coach Pau Javelona because they already won championships together pala in the season 77 of UAAP playing for NU where Coach Jeff Perlas was an assistant coach and Coach Pau was a player. One thing is for sure for these two, whatever made them champions, sana makita natin sa sistema ng laro nila ngayon for such a must-win game. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lyra. Babalikan natin si Lyra for more on the two teams. Tingnan muna natin ang mga nangyari sa Batangas City last night. And were you surprised at some of the, maybe in the third game, Javi, were you surprised sa resulta? Because Davao expectedly, lumalakas na itong Davao, tinalo nila yung Imos. Pangasinan, past Sarangani, but Caloocan, Batangas, this is a 50-50 game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I did expect this to be a close game, but I did expect Batangas to come up victorious in this one. One factor is because they were on a 5-game winning streak coming into this game, and they really are riding that momentum heading into this matchup. But Caloocan just making all the right stops in the end game, and Prince Cassian was spectacular yesterday, Sedel.
Oo, yun ang mga hindi natin masusurpresa ka because ito yung Caloocan, for example, they do have some very explosive players, Cassian among them. And yun nga yung ating team standings at the moment. In the North Division, Abra and San Juan still lording it over. Nueva Ecija will be in action later on. They are 18-1. Pampanga will be in action as well, 15-5. Bataan, 7-13. They are precariously holding on to that number 10 position. And Quezon kumakatok din at 5-14. So you know, this is a very important play date, particularly dun sa teams natin in the North Division. Sa kabila naman, Basilan wants to tie Muntinlupa at number 8. So they're gunning for an upset against Pampanga later. So Bacolod naman, yun, nandun sila sa ilalim at number 14 with a 2-17 record.
Well, you know, I wouldn't say that Basilan is gunning for an upset. On paper, they're actually the stronger team. But because of their win-loss record, yun talaga ang nasasabi natin. But of course, Pampanga, the defending champions, they're up to the task and they want to make sure that they get a victory also later on in our main game.
Well, Quezon City, we've seen their backcourt step up. But what about one of the big men? Ito si Dave Bernabe. I think he's improved as the season progressed, Javi. And nakita natin how he held his own against the big men of San Juan in their last game.
Yeah, he has been fantastic. You know, just the way that he's been able to make the most out of the opportunities that has been given to him by Coach Jeff Perlas. You see his numbers here with Reggie Tautuan. Dave Bernabe scored 11 points and grabbed 10 rebounds, while Tautuan was good for 10 points. But ito si Dave Bernabe, you know, just to focus on him. I've been seeing him play since his collegiate days with the CU Scorpions. He's always been a system player, but he has blossomed here in his stint with QC this season because of the fact that he has made the most out of his opportunities, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina.
Bacolod, on the other hand, it's been far from a full-strength lineup, and because of that, several players have really taken the task, no, para magpangunahan itong team na to. Aldave Canoy and the new signing Mark Barrera have stepped up para dito sa Tubo Slashers. Aldave, of course, has been there, you know, previously, pero to si Mark kakapasok lang. Ang ganda yung pinakita nila against the Quezon Huskers, although natalo itong Bacolod.
Yeah, combining for 30 points in that game against the Huskers, and you look at that, very efficient showing from the field for both of these players. But these two guys can actually be, in the future, be building blocks para sa Bacolod Tubo Slashers in the event that they build on stronger teams. Maganda dito, Aldave Cano, he's a homegrown player and he would love to continue to play and carry the flag for the Bacolod Tubo Slashers.
Same with Mark Barrera, who spent his high school days in Bacolod Taitong High School. So, yun na nga, no? This is the matchup that we have for our first game. It's Bacolod versus Quezon City. Let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineup.
The Playtime PLO Center in San Juan City. Today's first game features Quezon City versus Bacolod on the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Let's meet the starters. Beginning with the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Starting at guard number 40, J.K. Casino. Also at guard number 15, Nino Ibanez. Playing center number 12, Dave Bernabe. Forward number 19, Edsel Rojas. And the other forward number 9, Jason Puray. The head coach for Quezon City is Jeff Perlas and Martin Go, with JC Dr. Enrique Reyes. Team manager is JC Tan. Here comes the starting five for Bacolod Tubo Slashers. Starting at guard number 8, John Pasias. Also at guard number 6, Kenneth Palasarte. Coming in the center, number 35, Jeric Villanueva. Small forward number 10, JC Ajay. And the other forward number 15, Aldave Canoy. The head coach for Bacolod is Pao Havelona, with Noy Baclao, Emric Sahota, and Briton Havelona. Assistant team manager is Kevin Custodio. Referees for this ball game are Karina Martin, Lester Arcega, and Jay Castroverde. Substitute referee is Efren Agana.
Starting five is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Quezon City has J.K. Casino, Nino Ibanez, Dave Bernabe, Edsel Rojas, and Jason Puray. Bacolod has John Pasias, Kenneth Malazarte, Jeric Villanueva, JC Ajay, and Aldave Canoy. Our officials for this ball game, our crew chief, Jay Castroverde, kasama niya si John Lester Arcega and Karina Martin. And our substitute referee is Efren Agana. Ball is up and we are underway. Ajay, nakuha niya yung jump ball doon for Bacolod in black and Quezon City in white.
Yeah, just a little tweak in the starting lineup here from the previous game for Coach Pao Javelona, having Pastia start again in lieu of Mark Dubuzet. You see there, Adjay missing on the first shot. But, you know, this guy, Villanueva, I've been particularly impressed with him as well. You know, he's a really long and lanky guy, but he does his job, and he also is able to mix it up despite his thin frame.
Oh, and actually, he has a really nice touch from the outside.
Yeah, you're right.
Rojas, free throw line jumper, and Quezon City is on the board, 2-0.
Yeah, this guy, he is one of the more experienced, undersized bigs that we have here in this league, and he has no qualms about roughing it up inside the shaded area. But he does have that touch from the outside as well.
Well, you can argue that Zamboanga will miss him.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, that's why first time he played for Quezon City this season, he was asking me, he was actually telling me rather that wala na masyadong umaatake sa loob dahil wala na siya.
Oh. That's just forcing it. That will stay with Bacolod with 6 seconds on their shot clock. Mastias, taken away. Counter steal by JC Adjay. Mere si JC Adjay.
Now that is where he is at his best. When he doesn't settle for the outside shot, he puts his head down, puts the ball on the deck, and attacks the basket.
Ibanez off to Puray. Rojas sa ilalim against Canoy. Finds Bernabe. Bank shot won't go. Bernabe again. Nabitawan ni Jeric Villanueva ang bola. It will stay with Quezon City.
Yeah, just a little too strong on the follow-up attempt. Pero nakita mo yung timing tsaka yung second jump nito ni Dave Bernabe. He has really good instincts and a good nose for that basketball on the glass.
Para sa akin, mataas itong ceiling ni Bernabe.
Yes. Batang-bata pa ito. Just came out of college from CEU and still has a lot of potential. Even if we mentioned that he is a system player, he was a system player, pero yung skills, may opportunity siya na maging player with a lot more things in his bag.
Yep. Meron talaga kasi actually, he stands around 6'4".
Yeah.
Pwedeng he can add some outside shooting to his arsenal.
And maybe develop a little more post moves, add that short jumper from the block. That could be very beneficial para sa kanya.
Rojas misses from close range. Pastias on to Malazarte. Malazarte with a jumper. That is pretty. Parang kaliwete din na kasama ko dito. Ganyan-ganyan din ang jump shot.
Well, this guy Malazarte, he is nothing but short of spectacular in his short stint here in the MPBL with Bacolod. Ever since he came in, he's been averaging close to 14 points per game, almost double figures in every match that he's played here in the league. He is a first-timer here, in case some of you have not known.
Well, it doesn't look like a first-timer actually.
For sure.
Pastias launches. That won't go. Rebound ends up with who? Last touch ng Bacolod.
Yeah, I don't think JK Casino touched it. It happened right in front of us. It definitely is Quezon City basketball.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
Smooth, fluid, just the right amount of strength to knock it down from the perimeter on the pull-up para kay Malazarte.
Adjay, full head of steam. Could have gone straight to the cup.
Exactly.
Puray, 3, got it.
This is also a player that Coach Jeff Perlas has had a lot of trust in throughout the years already. Also played for him in CEU, and that's the reason why a lot of his core players here in Quezon City have already been players who had experience playing under him.
A little miscommunication there. Puray lost it though. It's a counter fast break, 3-on-1. Canoy. That ball knocked away. Nabitawan ni Aldave Canoy, then they failed to cash in on that 3-on-1 opportunity. Dubuzet is in the game. Yun.
He should have went straight to the basket. That's when he is more prone to making turnovers, as we see this jumper made by Puray from the right flank. When itong si JC Ajay thinks twice about driving to the basket, especially when the defense has already been set. You saw it earlier. There were two defenders ready to close out on both shooters on the left and right side. Talagang maagawan siya dun, and Ajay should have just went straight to the cup.
Well, we have a little high school reunion here. Mark Barrera and Jason Puray played together in Bacolod Taitong High School.
Yeah, that is a legendary school that has produced a lot of big names in Philippine basketball.
James Yapo had a stint there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, itong si, Mark Barrera and Puray among the latest products of that program. Si Harold Alarcon of UP is also from that school.
Ooh.
Offensive foul on Chadi Rangel.
Well, I'm not too sure about the call. It seems that he was set, but he readily acknowledged it, so he's gonna let it go. Well, let's see what happened. Ayun,
Hinabol niya.
Hinabol niya. Okay. There you go. Replay doesn't lie. A good call by referee Karina Martin. Oh, bagong kulay yung buhok ni Coach Bao.
May highlights Puray. Bigay kay Bernabe against Chadi Rangel. Bernabe unable to score right there. Puray had his hand on the line.
But still, you love the effort being given by Puray on that particular play. It's been a low-scoring game so far, Sidelf, as we approach the 5-minute mark of this first quarter. But these two teams have been on full throttle.
Yeah, pero ibang intensity na nilalaro yung dalawang teams natin
Yeah, they want to push, pero pareho rin talaga silang dumidepensa You could see na talagang humahabol. No team gaining a seemingly significant advantage.
Yeah. And that is off Jason Puray. Bola ng Bacolod. When we return, looks like doon nakaturo yung ating referee. We'll be right back. 5 minutes remaining in the first period.
Jason Puray is in for a fun but fiery matchup today as he faces familiar faces from Bacolod. Mga tropa nga niya na nakakasama na niya sa laro since high school pa lang. Alam na daw niya ang galawan ng mga to, kaya expected na takbuhan at bilisan ang tempo ng game, which we hope to see. He even shared a light moment with his bestie, Mark Barrera, jokingly warning him off before tip-off. Hinay-hinay ka lang huwag ka munang magpaka-best player. But make no mistake, friendly faces or not, Puray is locked in for a win. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And of course, ito si Jason Puray, very competitive as well. Gusto rin magpakita gilas.
Yan naman talaga sinasabi ng mga player sa loob ng court, walang kaibig-kaibigan.
Look at Rangel provide that really strong pick. Could not finish though. Rebound ni Rojas. Almost a steal by Barrera. It will...
Yeah, one thing that has hindered, let's take a look at this first.
Oh, no. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Nice play there.
Yeah, JC Ajay, once he masters the ability to play make off of that two-man game, he is really going to be reaching new heights here in the league.
Rojas up against Ajay. Swing it over to Puray. The bounce pass. Bernabe with a strong finish.
That's chemistry that's been developed over the years. Puray and Dave Bernabe working their magic there for Quezon City.
9-6. Quezon City ahead by 3. Mark Barrera with a jumper. That won't go. Rebound. Nakuha ni Puray. Ibanez is ready to go. Nino Ibanez stops at the three-point line. Misses it completely. Last touch ng mga nakaitim. Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And because Buray is such a threat, he already hit the 3-point shot earlier. Defense committing to him and allowing itong si Bernabe to be free on the roll.
That's a nice block by Barrera, but there was contact in the eyes of referee Karina Martin.
Right off the bench, Santos immediately trying to make an impact. Not even 10 seconds into the floor, drawing a foul.
No, they are going to challenge this.
Yeah, Bacolod feels that it was all ball upstairs, but I feel there was contact downstairs.
So, confirmation on the challenge from Coach Pau Avilona. The 9-6 ang ating score, 3:42 remaining in the first period. We will be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul. Ball possession stays with Quezon City with none on the shot clock.
So it's a successful challenge for Coach Pau Avilona. Barrera played great defense here, got all ball. Kita dun. He will resume the action. Franz Diaz is in the game. Ibanez to Franz Diaz, 3 seconds. Bernabe spins and finds his way to the cup, off the glass and in.
Beautifully done there by Quezon City. Despite the pressure of the shot clock winding down, they were able to execute it to a T. Whoa!
And Chani Rangel with a strong finish off the feed from Aquino.
This is a guy that I've seen playing since he was high school, and I was very happy that he got to be included in the Gilas team a few years ago, but really never was able to make an impact here in the professional ranks. So I hope that he's able to revive his career here with Bacolod.
Rebound ni Dobose. Pass to Barrera. What a catch by Mark Barrera. Finds Aldave Canoy, up fake, and he gets it off the glass.
These were two players that we were talking about at the top of our coverage, Del Barrera and Canoy. At that time, Barrera making a nice pass to Aldave Canoy. He was trailing the play.
11-10 is the count. Bernabe sa ilalim. No. Rebound, nakuha ni Dobose. Pushing. Dobose inside, and he draws the foul. And when he's on the floor, and when he's at the controls, Mark Dobose, obviously one of the most exciting players to watch in the MPBL. What about that catch? Kay Barrera, happy.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It just reminds me of J.R. Olegario during his first year here in the MPBL when he was playing for Parañaque. Dobose, just the same as J.R. Olegario in that regard, able to spice up things when he is on the floor.
This is the first free throw. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. We're tied at 11. Quezon City and Bacolod. Ryan Reyes is on the floor. Santos is open. That's a 3. Gets it to go.
He's such a dead shot from the outside, especially from those corners. He's been hitting that a lot ever since his collegiate days.
Aquino picks up his dribble, 14-11. Canoy bounced it off Rojas. 16 seconds on the shot clock para sa Bacolod. Minute and 52 remaining in the first period. 14-11 ang ating score with Quezon City enjoying a 3-point advantage. Barrera inside, launches, and he scores.
That was such a difficult look para kay Mark Barrera, but because of his length, he's able to make that look easy. You know, both teams really making this a high-quality basketball game.
Ball poked loose, nakuha ni Duboze. Gets it to Barrera for 2. No good. Rebound ni De La Rosa. Ryan Reyes takes the jumper. No good. Rojas getting physical with Canoy. That won't go. Aquino. Gusto makawala sa depensa ni Rojas. The step back 3. In and out. And in again.
Amazing move right there by Aquino. Getting his defender off balance with that step back between the legs. Knocking down that 3-point shot. Wow.
16-14, under a minute to play. Santos. Lumapit, the bounce pass inside. Play broken up, Barrera. Aquino wants to try again. No good this time.
They're really licensed to push that basketball as much as they can because Coach Pau Havelona, I'm sure he realizes it that mas mahihirapan talaga sila makascore if they wait for the defense to execute. And historically, we've seen it how much it's been problematic for them to score in the half court, especially against the top defensive teams in the league. And Quezon City is definitely no joke defensively.
John Sobrevega and Miles Cañal are in the game. Pinalitan niya si Duboze and Chadi Rangel. 27 seconds remaining here in the first period. Quezon City trailing by 2. Diaz to De La Rosa. Rai, jumper, won't go. Rebound, Cañal. Last shot time for Bacolod. Sobrevega gets it to Barrera. Atake si Mark Barrera. What a finish. Galing kay Mark Barrera. 4-point lead for Bacolod. And Quezon City not aware of the clock. And that will do it. First quarter in the books dito sa Phil Oil Center in San Juan. The Bacolod Tubo Slashers are off to a good start. A high-octane start para sa parehong kupunan. Mabilis ang ating palitan ng baskets dito, Javi.
Yeah, Quezon City relying on that 3-point shot early on. Jason Paray setting the tone para dito sa Quezon City. But Chadi Rangel coming in and making himself available for those long passes. He scored 2 baskets in that first quarter, but Mark Barrera, he was explosive to end that first period para sa Bacolod Tubo Slashers to help them gain the advantage 18-14 after the first 10 minutes.
Get a special deal from OneXBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. The Tubo Slashers falling short against the Quezon Huskers, 74-85. And that game, last July 17. That was to me, quite a decent performance, all things considered, for Bacolod this season.
Tama ka dyan. And they gave up a good fight. Never led in that game, and they fell behind by as much as 20 points, but they were able to make it competitive. I think for Coach Pau Havelona, yan lang naman talaga ang gusto niya makita sa kanyang mga players. They've managed to put a lot of top teams in difficult situations this season. You saw how they did it with Nueva Ecija for a couple of quarters, and then with Quezon in the last game.
No, Miles Cañal making amends. Missed it from point-blank range. Ano na to, buhay na to, si Miles Cañal.
Yeah, back from the dead indeed.
20-14. Rojas against Canoy. The kick out, De La Rosa for 3, short. He gets his own miss. Baba kay Reyes, blocked by Canoy. Aquino. Trying to seize control here. Canyal gets it to Sobrevega. 10 on the shot clock. Miles against Ryan. Canyal pinilit. He draws the foul on Ryan Reyes. This is now a 14-3 run for Bacolod. They closed out the first period with a 12-3 run and then opened the second quarter with Miles Canyal's basket from underneath.
I think Coach Pao Javelona's rotation here in this game has really enabled them to make this big run. A lot of fresh legs coming in every time. And also, you know, Sobrevega and Canyal, they usually start games for Bacolod, but coming in late in that first quarter, allowing the other guys, the newer guys, to make themselves known here in this game.
Oh, with the way they're playing right now, Javi, kailangan talaga nila yung fresh legs all the time on the floor.
Because they don't seem to want to take their foot off the gas pedal anytime soon.
Puray against Ajay, back out to Cunanan. First time in the game for Cunanan. Rai De La Rosa uses the ball fake and knocks down the jumper.
First basket in this game, was unable to hit that three-point shot that he attempted earlier. Already a couple of misses para sa kanya. At this time, getting his first basket of the game.
Canyal. Inside Miles, a foul on Ryan.
You just can't help to feel happy for Miles Canyal, despite, of course, that really big dunk that Christian Manaytay had on him a few games ago. But, you know, this whole season has really shown us how much he has developed all throughout, really getting the benefit of playing under a guy like May Baclaw.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Shoe Appliances at Subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Huwag mo nang purihin si Miles kasi nag-mintis ng 2 free throw.
Last na yun.
0 for 2. 21-16 is the count. Quezon City naghahabol dito. They have the ball. Cunanan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cunanan drives left against Sobrevega. Foul on Sobrevega. I thought that was a clean swipe.
You gotta see that again. And Cunanan trying to initiate some contact there, and Sobrevega trying to hold his ground. Yeah, could have actually been a travel against Greg Cunanan, but our referees deciding to go the other way.
21-17. Vincent Greg Cunanan played much of his collegiate career pretty much here in this arena.
Oh yeah. Former Lyceum Pirate. Isang dating player rin ni Coach Jeff Perlas. This time when he was with Lyceum.
Ajay misses the finger roll. Takbo ang Quezon City. Cunanan swings it over to De La Rosa. Quick release. And just like that, Quezon City is within 1.
Yeah, the three-point shot has been a lot kinder to Quezon City, and they've been attempting more from the outside in this game compared to Bacolod. Just a smart pass coming from Greg Cunanan. Alam niyang nakabutas na si Rai De La Rosa kanina, and here open for a three-point shot and knocking it down.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. And Jade Bernabe returns. Pinalitan niya si Ryan Reyes, Puray, Cunanan, De La Rosa, and Ibanez. 3 of 7 at Quezon City from beyond the arc. Bacolod only 1 of 4. Aldave spins the kick out to Sobrevega. A 3 on the way. That won't go. Look at Canyal yank that ball away from Bernabe. Unable to finish though. Cunanans. De La Rosa, corner 3. That won't go. Rebound ni Ajay. He waits for Sobrevega. Aldave. Atake si Aldave, finds Canyal sa ilalim, and well challenged by Bernabe. Fast break ang Quezon City and Vincent Greg Cunanan sparking this 8-0 run here for the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. They are now in the lead.
And he's been anchoring his team, not just on the offensive end, but also defensively. But Malazarte coming back into the game and knocking down his second jumper. 4 points sa laro na to para kay Malazarte.
Hindi mo pwedeng mag-sack kay Malazarte.
Especially in the mid-range, you could see that he really has a very nice touch.
De La Rosa misses. Adjay on the move. JC Adjay will get 2 free throws.
And you see that frustration on his face. Although it was nice that he got fouled, pero alam mo naman yung mga struggles sa free throw line this season.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
I've always been very impressed with the way Greg Cunanan controls the game when he's on the floor.
Oh, they are going to challenge him.
Interesting.
And we will be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There is no foul. Ball possession stays with Bacolod.
Bacolod will retain possession, but there is no foul on this drive of JC Adjay.
Yeah, just minimal contact right there, and our referees judging it as a no call instead.
14 para dito sa Bacolod. Fresh 14 for them. Malazarte, the crossover, drives up top, and that is a foul, clearly.
That's the reason why he's been so tough to defend, and his ability to run rings around his defender has just made it tough for everybody who has gone up against him.
Malazarte at the line. In and out on the first. Kaleo de San Agustin, Bacolod product. Christian Manaytay. Right there. Noy Baclao and John Wilson as well. Ano yan? For sure, at some point in their careers, they played together.
I don't doubt it.
Sa dami na nilaruan ni John Wilson at nilaruan din ni Noy Baclao.
Eh, sinasabi nga natin, paulit-ulit na lang eh. Kailan bang magsusuit up si Noy Baclao ulit? Wala na ba talagang posibilidad?
Wala na. As of now, happy that
That door is closed?
that door is closed. Baka magbago yan next year or in the future.
Let's see, you know, every season we witness a lot of surprises. Eh, dumadami ng dumadami eh, yung mga surprise ang nakikita natin.
Lalo na dito sa MPBL.
No doubt about it.
Malazarte. Adjay with the pick. Villanueva takes the 3. Definitely has the license to take that one, and Cunanan stepped on the line.
Yeah, he was walking the tightrope there on that sideline. Tried to save it, and he was trying to argue that established na siya ulit when he caught the basketball the second time, but our referee is saying otherwise.
Nakahawak si Nino Ibanez.
But now Quezon City really trying to impose their will physically on the defensive end. They're trying to make it tough even just for the catch, but that wasn't a good foul because now they're giving Bacolod 2 free throws every time they commit a personal for the last 5 minutes and 26 of this second quarter.
Dobozay, among the leading scorers of Bacolod this season, 11 points per outing. Second free throw, 2 for 2. Mark Dobozay. 25-22, Bacolod in the lead. Halfway through this second quarter. Ibanez to Bernabe. Now Cunanan. Gets it to JK. And a 3 para kay JK Casino.
Casino, he just fits seamlessly into the system of Coach Jeff Perlas. For one, he's a very capable defender. Second of all, he can make plays, especially when he's available on the corner, off the ball, when he plays off it. He loves those corner three-point shots, just like what he did when he was with Quezon.
Villanueva, just a handful inside the paint. Kailangan siyang foulin ni JK. Jeric is at the line for 2 free throws. Not convert on the first.
Una ko to nakita, akala ko relative ito ni Maui Villanueva dati nung Lasal eh.
May
May
hawig.
hawig eh, no? Pero tinanong ko na eh, hindi daw related.
Malayo siguro.
Oo.
5 of 12 at the line ang Tubo Slasher. So their struggles continue. Puray launches, it's short.
He was able to hit a 3 from there earlier but hasn't scored since. Ito si Jason Puray.
Dobozay nagmamadali. To Malazarte. Back to Dobozay. He's open. No good. Rebound ni Cunanan.
But actually, they didn't notice that Ajay was without a man on the left side underneath the baseline.
Ibanez to JK. Fires and hit. No. Kala ko papasok na. And Dave Bernabe with a cleanup job.
Yung athleticism nandun pa rin. You saw how he grabbed that rebound. You might think that he's not really a guy who can jump up and grab those boards in just the way that he did earlier, but he can really get up there.
Malazarte gets his own miss. No good. Villanueva with the 2 points on the stick back. He's got 3 in the ball game.
Well, he just outsmarted the defense right there. Waited for that Quezon City player to go down before going up for that rebound and stick back.
Dobozay blocked. Barrera. No. And Puray completes the stop. Ibanez pulls up. Still no go. And Casino fouls Ajay. That's 2 free throws. And watch this block from Puray. He went up there, right? Javi.
Yeah, absolutely erased it from the scene. Puray may not be scoring here in the second quarter, but he's doing things defensively para dito sa Quezon City, and that just ignited a transition opportunity that they failed to capitalize on, but still a plausible effort coming from Jason Puray.
Meanwhile, let's go to Lyra.
JC Ajay is all in today with 1 goal. Magpakitang gilas after missing their last 2 games due to injury. Higil siyang bumawi and his return has clearly sparked energy in the team, with his teammates even more excited during training to have him back on the floor. With the plane race heating up, JC knows every game counts and is more than ready to make his presence felt. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Ajay coming back from my 2-game absence. They need everyone on this Bacolod team to show up.
Lalo't lalo na itong si Ajay, he's been one of their leading scorers this year. At that time, allowing Rojas an easy look, going into the middle and knocking down the shot.
Ganda ng gala ni Mark Dobozay. Ginawang cones yung mga depensa doon ng Quezon City. Bacolod back on top, 31-29. Conley will check in for Bacolod. Diaz will also check in for Quezon City. Gunanan, 8 seconds to work with. Gunanan, drop pass to Bernabe. Bernabe is blocked by Villanueva. It's a 3-on-1 break for Bacolod. Barrera to Doboze. That is a tough finish. Gunanan, Ibanez launches and hits.
Finally, for Nino Ibanez, I think earlier the better option for Bacolod was to pass it off to Malazarte. Could have finished strong on his left hand.
Or Barrera taking it by himself. Nearly a steal by Gunanan.
Yeah, but despite runs by both teams, wala talagang nagpapatalo dito. They just don't back down. And here, Nino Ibanez knocking down his first basket of the game.
Yeah, but timeout on the floor. Minute and 52 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Quezon City losing to San Juan, 68-92. Tagal pala ng pahinga ng Quezon City. They didn't have a game last week. But, 15 days ang kanilang layoff.
Yeah, but despite that, especially last week, even if it was raining cats and dogs, Coach Jeff Perlas made sure that his team really buckled down to work for this game. Di daw sila tumigil mag-practice according to Lyra's earlier report.
Ibanez. Balik kay Gunanan. Gunanan, atake. Finds Rojas sa ilalim. Rojas puts it in.
That is his area of operation. Ito si Edsel Rojas. When he is there a little bit nearer to the basket, he's tough to stop.
Malazarte, the drop pass, Rangel. That's the 2 points. He's got 6 in the game. Bacolod down by 1.
Na ito rin si Rangel, mahirap rin niyang pigilan. Basta nasa kaliwa yan. And if he has that advantage over you in terms of size, he's gonna knock it down near.
Ibanez. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They go down low again to Rojas. Finds Bernabe, push shot off the glass.
Rangel gambled and tried to show some help there with Rojas on the block on the left side, but he was risking Bernabe getting open on the other side.
Gunanan is ahead. Bernabe is blocked. And it will stay with Quezon City. And another timeout for the Quezon City Galleries. Taipan up by 3 with 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Pampanga Giant Lanterns will be in action later on. Coach Pedic Di Matulak. Talk about sitting pretty
Oh yeah.
there. And Lars Muyang and Cutie Patuti.
Nakakaagaw atensyon talaga yung anak niya.
Oo. Ano pa yan? Pwede pa yung pasayawin mo. Sasayaw din yan. Nabi.
He loves the attention.
Yeah, but also, saya rin din. Ang cute eh.
Oh yeah. Sobrang saya.
Jan Pastias says last shot time for Bacolod. Pastias against De La Rosa. Blocked by Bernabe. Pastias inside. No. Ibanez has time. Nino spins. And a foul given up.
Which is actually a good foul if you think about it.
Kasi wala pang hindi in act of shooting.
That's only the second team foul para sa Bacolod, and they put Quezon City on the pressure of trying to execute a play with just 0.6 of a second remaining here in the second quarter.
Now for sure, Coach Jeff has something in his bag here. This is a catch and shoot time para dito sa Quezon City. Santos! And that will do it. First half in the books dito sa Phil Oil Center in San Juan, Quezon City. Down by 4 at the end of the first period. Now they lead by 3 at the break against the Bacolod Tubo Stashers. We'll be right back.
The top pass down low. Kinyan is sprinting down the floor. JR stops on the dime and scores!
Mapapatalon ka kay JR Kinyahan. 26 points. Leading that fast break. A rare fast break layup para kay JR Kinyahan.
System as we know it that Coach Jerson Cabiltes likes to run, and that's an open secret. Everybody knows about it.
Eman Calo. Yung tinatawag na knockout play. Now look at this. Galing ni Eman Calo doon. No? Nakatalikod si Mike Di Gregorio. Pastoran. 2 seconds remaining. Santos. Blocked by Maguliano. What an effort galing kay JP Maguliano. Hulog ng langit siya dito sa Pangasinan.
Mismo. He has really showed out. 35, 31, Lagrama. Oh, great pass. Gabaini, the cut and the basket.
He attracts so much attention because he's such a threat. They know that he can hit that jumper. He can get you off the bounce and attack the basket. Here, he gets by the screen, a little crossover, a little gather, and then Gabaini rolling there. And still, despite Gabaini rolling, all eyes were on topping Lagrama. 2 inches more, that could have been a slam, but still a pretty finish. Oh my goodness!
Pretty pass as well. Alexis Iman to Joe Gomez Deliano.
Highlights galore here in this game. Both teams dishing out great passes, leading to spectacular shots. As no look pass there by He-Man, driving to the middle, and nobody from the opponents.
We are tied, 87 apiece. 53 seconds remaining. Decoy Lopez sidestep, gets the basket, plus a foul.
Certainly a big wasted opportunity for Pasig City. Nasayang liga din yung naging magandang save ni Rocky Asidre, leading it to this basket by Decoy Lopez.
Off the side of the board. Flores has time. He gets it to Gabo. Hesed, the 3. Got it! To beat the buzzer in the first period. Hesed Gabo turns the deficit to 4 as Pangasinan able to beat the buzzer right here. Lervin Flores, quick thinking for him. And Hesed Gabo able to knock down this tough three-pointer over Enzo Hoson.
That's a much-needed basket para sa Pangasinan.
Ayan, Big Boy Hernandez, Ronnie Alonte, and Carlo Lastimosa. The 5 on the floor for Gabillan. Carlo Lastimosa floats in the air and scores.
Wow. Carlo Lastimosa turning back the clock with a double clutch attack to the cup. Ganda ng galaw na yan para kay Carlo. Batang-bata.
To De La Cruz, and again, he turns the ball over.
A lazy pass, terrible decision. Oh!
Raise the roof!
David Defonso treating the fans here inside the Robert Estrella Memorial Stadium with a dunk.
And that time, that was after that terrible pass that was delivered by Lakap. You have to be very wary of the decisions you make against this Abra defense because they're always going to be on their feet.
For Nueva Ecija, JC Marcelino. Atake. JC, couple of fakes. Labas kay Mocon. Mocon draws closer, finds Manaytay! Oh! He just posterized Miles Canyal! Christian Manaytay, that was nasty! Our Gixer, great move of the game, born for greatness.
Por Diyos, por Santo. Wow! My goodness! Me oh my!
That's a body right there. He caught a body, Javi.
I told you, Sadal! I told you!
He caught a body in Miles Canyal.
Pag ikaw talaga yung nagko-cover ng games, he will have one vicious slam at least.
Halftime here at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan, Quezon City with a 3-point lead against the Bacolod Tubo Slashers. And, you know, itong laban natin, parang nahihilo ako sa bilis. At the pace they've been going, Javi, it's been a really nice game.
Oh yeah, and you know, despite that, you know, both teams have been making this high quality because of their defense on both sides. No team has been letting up in terms of the intensity, and both squads have really made sure that they keep up with each other. You see the numbers there, ang daming attempts ng parehong koponan. 41 for Quezon City, 37 for Bacolod. Although the 3-point shot has been kinder to Quezon City in that first half, Bacolod has been so much more aggressive in attacking the basket. Kaya lang daming lamintis from the free throw line, as has been the case for them this entire season.
Well, Dave Bernabe has continued his strong play. 8 points in the first half. Rojas has 6. Casino and De La Rosa have 5 apiece. Sa kabila naman, Chadi Rangel, 6 points off the bench. Dobose has 5, and Barrera and Malazarte with 4 apiece. We are underway in the third period. Canoy, Dobose, Barrera, Villanueva, and Malazarte ang 5 for the Tubo Slashers. Villanueva finds Malazarte. Off that Canoy miss, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dobose fires from way downtown. The struggles continue from beyond the arc for Bacolod, Quezon City. Franz Diaz. Ibanez drives baseline and he nails that floater.
And that time not settling for a pull-up jumper. Ito si Nino Ibanez, and leaning in for that push shot on the baseline. Gabe Capasso is going to start this second half para dito sa Quezon City, coming back from that knee injury that he experienced last year.
Inside Canoy. Barrera fires, got it. Mark Barrera trims the deficit to 2. Diaz, Rojas, Ibanez, Reyes, Capasso ang 5 para dito sa Quezon City. 38-36. Ibanez gets it to Reyes. The jumper from Ryan won't go. Rebound Rojas. Ibanez puts the ball on the deck. Down the middle he goes, and he puts it in.
If you think about it, Sidelf, you know, we're practically looking at a lot of these players are going to be the future of this league.
Yeah, absolutely. Malazarte unable to score. Ibanez back the other way. Rojas. Ibanez gets it back. They go to Ryan Reyes. Shot fake. Attack is here. Ryan! And he gets the reverse to go.
This is also a guy that has just been waiting for an opportunity to show what he can do on the floor. And this time with Coach Jeff Perlas, I think he is going to be given a lot of those chances. Canoy just missing on that stick back attempt, but nice effort galing sa kanya.
This is now the biggest lead of the game. Quezon City trying to add to that. Dobose is ahead of the pack, and Dobose able to get the dipsy-do to drop.
Ooh.
Another opportunity. Barrera not giving up. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half, and Quezon City still up by 4. Diaz, Nacabuelo, drop pass, Reyes for 2. Ay kasama pang foul.
Quezon City has now figured out a way for them to slowly try and pull away here against Bacolod, and the Tubo Slashers have been applying that press, but Quezon City has been attacking it time and time again.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Ryan Reyes at the line. Started the season with the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. He gets his own miss, and Ryan extends the lead to 8.
Yeah, highly talented by Coach Louie. That's why they got him with Ilagan during the start of this year, but eventually had to let him go dahil di siya masyado nabibigyan ng playing time. And I think that this was a win situation for him, playing once again under Coach Jeff Perlas, you know, somebody who already knows how he plays, kung paano sa gagamitin. And you know, I think this is going to be a really good stint for him as we wind down the season.
Dobose could not knock that down. Rojas saves it to Reyes. Diaz against the Bose. France down the middle. That won't go. Barrera is off to the races. Mart spins. Oh, what a move! Hindi pumasok. Capascio back the other way. 3 versus 2 for Quezon City. Diaz, the drop to Rojas for 2.
That is exactly how you run a fast break. Just like during practice, Capascio bounce pass and then the assist galing kay Diaz.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Biggest lead of the game for Quezon City at 10 points. We'll be right back. That's Sir Gixer, fan of the game, born for greatness. Tama sila sa Quezon City side.
Yes, so
We are back inside Phil Oil Center in San Juan. Ajay is back in the game. Mart Barrera. Ball knocked away by Cunanan. Reyes running the lane. Cunanan from the corner. A 3 won't go. Rebounded to Bose. Bose to PJ Intia. Unable to catch that lead pass.
PJ Incha just coming in for the first time here in the third quarter. He started last game against Quezon. He actually scored 7 points, played almost 16 minutes.
This is the Gixer great move of the game. Born for greatness. That's the reverse galing kay Ryan Reyes.
Reyes making a good account of himself here in the third quarter. Given the opportunity by Coach Jeff Perlas. They're doing something here.
Well, may sumbong si Jason Poray eh. Parang tinulak yata siya ni PJ Intia. Technical.
Technical foul on number 30, PJ Incha, for unsportsmanlike behavior, second infraction.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to take the free throw here for Quezon City. Incha doesn't look like that he is very much aware of what he did.
Yeah. Gabe Capascio at the line. And everyone on that Quezon City bench happy for Gabe. He gets the technical free throw to drop.
Yeah, there was a second motion.
Absolutely need this from PJ Intia. Gifting Quezon City an extra point. Diaz in and out on the 3. Rebound, fought for. That's last touch on Bernabe. It will go to Bacolod.
That was a gamble for Bacolod considering how well Quezon City has been knocking down the three-point shot compared to them here in this game. They dropped down to a zone earlier. It forced France Diaz into a 3, which almost went down actually.
Offensive rebound by Duboze. Who finds Ajay, who gets fouled. 2 free throws para kay JC Ajay. Ajay was, this is his first trip to the line actually. No, he was 1 for 2.
Yeah.
He was 1 for 2 in the first half.
But overall this season, just a 41.5% free throw shooter. We've talked about it a lot, and how he really has to improve knocking down those free throw shots.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat sa LGR 49-39. Ang Quezon City ng 10 dito. De La Rosa. Turnover. Aquino to Rangel. Will bring the ball down. Adjay. Dubose. Turns the ball over. Dubose. Kunanan runs into Dubose.
Dubose making a couple of errors there. Trying to redeem himself here. Alam niyang ilalabas siya sa next dead ball.
12-point lead na para dito sa Tubo Slashers, sa Quezon City rather. And this is Kunanan against Dubose. That's a tough finish for a fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. Puray fires off the mark, rebound. Pastias ahead to Barrera, and Mark Barrera sails in for the layup.
Now, Bacolod wanted a foul. They felt like De La Rosa had a hand behind Mark Barrera as he tried to go for that layup. Both teams now settling down a bit here in the third quarter, especially itong Quezon City. They've been slowing things up, relying on their experience more here in the half-court set because they know they have shooters like Jerome Santos who can can it from downtown.
He extends the biggest lead of the game for Quezon City, now at 13 points.
6 3-point shots in the game for Quezon City.
Barrera could not knock it down, and it will stay with the Tubo Slashers. This is the 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Nice setup right there. Swing of the basketball. Crisp passing by Quezon City. Getting into the open man, Jerome Santos.
Nabas kay Pastias. Bigay kay Adjay sa kanan. Adjay fires a 3. No good. Rebound Santos.
And that's not really the strength of Bacolod. You know, they're as a team, they're just shooting 23.1% this season, and which is why I think Coach Jeff Perlas is very much satisfied with them taking those outside shots.
Adjay unable to finish. Kunanan back the other way, does not have the numbers. Puray was going for the extra pass to De La Rosa. As Cañal returns for Chadi Rangel. So Villanueva and Cañal sa ilalim. Adjay, Aquino, and Pastias completing the 5 for Bacolod. Kunanan, Puray, Bernabe, Santos, and De La Rosa for Quezon City. Puray goes to Bernabe inside the paint. Bernabe, jump hook, no good. Rebound, Pastias. Jan loses the handle. Kunanan traveled.
Took one extra step there, but that could have led to another basket in transition off a turnover by Bacolod for Quezon City. But the Tubo Slashers with the opportunity here. Their field goal shooting has dropped down dramatically here in the third period. From 35% at the half, it's now down to just about 23% from the field, and that will definitely pull it down, but Adjay's basket will pull it up just a bit.
Adjay able to grab that miss from Aquino, and Puray is whistled for the personal. Look at Adjay go up for that offensive rebound and bank it in for 2 plus the foul.
They could have gotten away with a push on Puray, but from that angle, couldn't really see any extension of the arm. He just really went straight for it. Naunahan niya lang talaga si Jason Puray.
Back to a 10-point lead. Santos to Kunanan. Rojas in position against Cañal. Rojas sa ilalim, napitawan ng bola. He gets it back. That's a 3-second violation.
He took absolutely too long to decide
Defense collapsed on him. That zone really converging on a single white shirt.
Ay nakatingin ng lahat ng mga nakaputi.
Everybody was just standing around, all the guys in white, waiting for Rojas to make something happen with the ball.
54 to 44. That's foul on Santos. 4th team foul for Quezon City. Minute and 39 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Pastias to Villanueva. Jan launches. Too strong. And the foul against Santos.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2 shots. Santos committing 2 straight fouls.
And apat na si Jerome Santos. Ibanez will check in for Jerome Santos.
Quezon City has gone to the penalty in both the 2nd and 3rd quarters. In fact, in the 2nd quarter, they were in the penalty at the 5-minute mark. But the free throw situation of Bacolod has continuously been a problem for them. 8 out of 18 right now.
Make that 9 of 19. Siyam ang lamang ng Quezon City. Minute and 20 left here in the 3rd. Kudanan, pinapahirapan ni Pastias. They go down low to Rojas. Bernabe sa ilalim, lost the handle, turnover, Quezon City, bola ng Bacolod.
Jeric Villanueva stepping away a bit and to disallow Bernabe na magkaroon ng sandalan dun as he went for that power dribble that caught him off guard.
Adjei. Oh, they fouled JC Adjei. So that will mean 2 free throws. Adjei at the line. And knocks down the first free throw.
Pretty decent this afternoon from the free throw
That's
line.
2 straight makes, Javi.
Yeah.
That's 2 straight makes.
And bihira natin makita sa kanya yan this season. You really should refrain from talking about that. Improved free throw percentages of players who don't usually shoot well from the free throw line.
Reyes, bigay kay Kunanan. Rojas pulls up the drop pass to Ryan Reyes. He's made an impact
Oh
tonight.
yeah. And, you know, Rojas is just so good reading that high-low. That's something where you could really use him to the best of your advantage. Dahil alam na alam niya kung saan pwesto yung mga teammates niya. And he's so used to playing in that kind of situation, whether he's the one on top or the one down low.
This is a great pass right here. And Ryan Reyes inside. Again, Pastias, atake. Layup is good. Jan Pastias for 2.
Incredibly difficult shot made there by Pastias. Could have dropped it down to his big man, but still opted to go for the shot.
8-point game. Quezon City ahead. And they give up the foul. Pastias.
A lot of credit to the players from both squads getting in between right away as tempers kind of flared. Kunanan was ready to get on it with Jan Pastias.
Wow. It's a hard foul from Pastias.
There was a push, but I think Kunanan saw that there was an arm bar ready to get to his
A little extra.
head area. Yeah.
A little extra from Pastias.
Dahil kung tumama yun, medyo masakit nga rin yun.
That's the call here. I think there might be a double warning or something. There's no signal for an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, usually they put up that sign first, no?
Yeah.
If it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
The last foul on John Pasias has been upgraded
No?
into unsportsmanlike
okay.
foul.
Yeah.
There you go.
Technical foul on number 18, Vincent Cunanan for
Okay.
unsportsmanlike behavior. Second
So-
foul on Vincent Cunanan.
Okay. So there is a technical.
Yeah, so Bacolod will be shooting the technical, and then 2 free throws plus ball possession for Cunanan and QC.
Hindi natin nakita yung signal eh.
Diniretso ni referee J. Castroverde.
Upgraded siya, but nonetheless, 56-49.
This third quarter has been all about Quezon City just really putting the clamps on defensively. That full court trap of theirs has led Bacolod to commit a lot of errors, and force them into some tight situations. Lots of miscommunication as well from the Tubos slashers, and missed shots have continually made their cause harder to fight for here in the third quarter.
4.3 seconds remaining here in the third. It's an 8-point game. Ibanez all knocked away, and it's 4/10 of a second remaining. Bacolod, you just need to knock this ball away. And Rojas did not make it in time.
I'm not sure about if it's gonna count or not, but it looked good the moment it left his hands.
Yeah,
So, some really nice arc on that shot, but give a lot of credit to Cunanan as well for making that delivery.
it will count. It will count. It will count. And the Quezon City Galleries Taipan extending their lead to 11. Highlights of the game brought to you by Ciplas, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevator Hydration. Ryan Reyes making an impact here in the third, Javi. And then Edsel Rojas and Vincent Cunanan combining for that strong finish.
You're right, and those 3-point shots by Santos also helping Quezon City. Ryan Reyes scoring all of his 8 points here in the third quarter, helping them to this 11-point lead at the end of 3.
That's our fan of the game. Brought to you by LGR Sportswear, the official outfitter of the MPBL. I like how Javi Palanya acts nonchalant about everything.
I'm focusing on the game, Mr. Tupas.
Yeah, but you know, there is sometimes hindi na naman game yung kailangan panoorin eh.
Yeah, you know, well, it's been a really intense game, and I'm so much more engrossed into the action right now.
Okay, I totally understand, but sometimes you just let it be and not ignore the signs, huh?
Okay, I'll heed your advice. I'll make sure to heed your advice the next time.
De La Rosa opens the fourth with a 3-ball.
See, this is the reason why I don't want to let my eye off this game, because these guys, Quezon City, they're continuing to burn the nets from downtown. They keep getting better and better as this game progresses from the outside. Now 8 3-pointers in the game for the White Shirts.
Malazarte, corner 3, won't go. Rebound, Cañal, that's short. And Reyes able to secure the defensive rebound. Cunanan to De La Rosa. Puts the ball on the deck. Ryan Reyes, short.
Oh, Rojas might have gotten away with a push there.
Okay, Kanyal.
And
Ito matindi.
yeah.
Naka-box out na si Kanoy, natulak niya pa si
Yun na
Kanyal.
nga. Huh? Penalty? No. We are not yet in the penalty. Definitely not. We just opened the fourth quarter. I think Kanyal also, when he missed that shot earlier, it seems that that right knee, which has a sleeve on it, is bothering him.
Rojas. Here's Ibanez, the drive. Nino, no good. Barrera leading the break. Malazarte pulls up. Jumper, also no good.
That was a specialty of the house, supposedly, for Malazarte. He knocked down a couple of those in the first half, but since then, he hasn't been a factor in this game.
Kanyal, it has not been his afternoon. 63-49. Dobose pinapahirapan si Kunanan.
Bacolod just has to go back to that same kind of intensity that they showed defensively. Kung kaya nilang higitan pa itong pinapakita ng Quezon City sa depensa, then they should go in that direction and not be too disheartened by missed shots and missed coverages like that. Just try to move on always to the next play.
9 points para kay Ibanez. And that's assist number 7 para kay Vincent Greg Cunanan. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, a sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Ever since he came into the game, Sidaf, the complexion has changed para sa Quezon City. He has really controlled it in terms of distributing and making his teammates look good.
Simula yan nung second quarter.
Yes.
He did not see action in the first period. Coach Noy Baclao there.
And that's a guy that Coach Jeff Perlas really has a lot of trust in. Dahil matagal niya na nga ang player yan. At alam niya na talaga yung sistema. Gamay na gamay niya na. Just like this guy with the basketball, France Diaz. Yeah, I think, Quezon City, they're going to still be giving a lot of teams a lot more problems moving forward this year. Still a lot of games to play para sa kanila. After this, there's still 9 more games left for them.
And Bataan has to watch out. Bataan and
yeah.
And Pasig has to watch out dun sa likod nila. Quezon City. If they're looking good right now. You don't want to jinx it. Pero lamang sila ng 15 dito. And they're 13 turnovers for Quezon City, only 10 for Bacolod. Dobose fired the pass para kay Chadi Rangel, who's got 8 points in the ball game.
Well, that's what the defense of Quezon City has been able to prevent. Bacolod getting into the teeth of the defense and dropping it off to their big men like Chadi Rangel.
Reyes with a strong finish.
He's looking very nice here in the second half. Ito si Ryan Reyes. And, I'm sure for players like him who have transferred to a different team during the window, there's just one thing in their mind, and that's to make sure that they prove to their previous team na nagkamali sila.
That's true. 67-54. Diaz against Dobose. They trap Diaz. Nakahawak daw si Dobose.
It's just incredibly frustrating, for a team that's really trying to trap. That's really a skill to be able to defend without fouling.
Here the game is brought to you by 1xBet, a sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
problema lang dito para sa Bacolod with still 7 minutes to go in this game. They're already in the penalty. Kabaliktaran naman ng sitwasyon na nakuha nila in the last 2 quarters where they were able to put Quezon City over the limit early, especially in that second quarter. The difference is can Quezon City actually make their free throws, which they've historically done so better than Bacolod this season.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Balik sa 15 ang lamang dito. 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Quezon City still in command. Manazarte. Back out to Ajay. Ajay to Barrera. Canoy fires a 3. And Bernabe able to secure the rebound. Ibanez from downtown. Got it.
Oh, you miss a 3 and then you give up a 3. That's definitely going to be very painful for you. In Bacolod, they cannot let up. They have to be on their feet each and every time, lalo't lalo na naghahabol sila. See here, nobody on Nino Ibanez, the guy with the basketball, the most dangerous guy on the floor.
And Quezon City pulling away here in the 4th and final quarter. They're up by 18, 6.5 minutes to play. John Edsel Rojas, a jump in his numbers from Zamboanga and Quezon City. Right now, he's got 11 points and 11 rebounds. And, for more on Edsel, let's go to Lyra.
John Edsel Rojas said na it's all about run and gun and trapping Bacolod from the get-go. Kasi yun talaga ang inaral nila sa training. For him, one of their biggest edges now is how physical and fast their team is. Kaya naman ang goal nila is to really show that today, especially now na nakapagpahinga nga ang lahat during the week-long break. Sana mapakita namin yung gigil nila. Confident that their energy and speed will speak for themselves for the court today. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. They are doing just that here. Now ahead by 16 points. Rojas gets it to Franz Diaz. Diaz with a runner off the glass and in.
Yeah, Franz Diaz, he may be inactive the entire game, but come the 4th quarter, talaga maaasahan mo yan. Although di natin masyado naramdaman because of the strong play of Greg Conanan. Diaz has actually already put up 5 assists in this game prior to scoring his 4th point earlier.
Another assist here para kay Rojas as well.
Who has 4 dimes to go with his double-double of 11 and 11.
16-point lead. All about managing the game now para dito sa Quezon City. 5.5 minutes to play. Ibanez looking for Bernabe. It's a turnover. Ajay has it against De La Rosa. JC Ajay. 4 quick points para kay JC Ajay. And Quezon City forced into a timeout with 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think di sila nagkaintindihan dun. Ito si Nino Ibanez at si Dave Bernabe, which got Ajay playing the passing lanes there, and De La Rosa just could not do anything there. He was at a disadvantage against the height of JC Ajay. 74-60 na lang ang score dito.
Dave Bernabe, what about the jump in his numbers in the last 5 games? Really making his presence felt here, Javi.
Yeah, showing us the entire package. Finishing at the basket, also pulling down those rebounds. See here also showing us the moves, the drop, step, and finish.
I like the 12 attempts today. And for more on Dave, let's go to Lyra.
Despite catching a fever and even joking na parang nagkahawaan na nga daw sila sa buong QC squad during the typhoon break, Dave Bernabe said it did not stop them from going hard sa ensayo, lalo na todo na ang habol nila for that top 10 playing spot. Walang choice, kailangan talaga eh. He laughed. With that kind of grit, expect QC to lay it out all on the floor. Sipon, pawis at lahat para makasingit sa playoffs. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And Dave Bernabe. Staying aggressive in this ball game. Here's Kunanan looking for Bernabe for 2.
Nahuli doon si Chadi Rangel. It makes no sense to have 2 big men on the floor with Villanueva and Rangel kung hindi na naman didepensa yung parehong Twin Towers mo.
It's 76-60. Rojas against Villanueva. Rojas, the turnaround, it's short. Rebound, Villanueva.
Yeah, they got to run here.
Ajay. Oh, wow. Pretty sidestep galing kay JC Ajay. Athleticism on display there. 14-point lead pa rin para sa Quezon City. Ibanez to Rojas. Inside, Rojas. Nakahanap ng kakampi, Puray.
That's his first basket since this first quarter. Ito si Jason Puray.
Sobrevega, ball knocked away. 2 free throws coming up.
Sobrevega has been more content with just trying to set up his teammates here in this game. Usually a guy that you can rely on to score the basketball, but he's been more of a facilitator in this game. Scoreless still actually. Ito si Jan, but already with 3 assists.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. This is the first free throw. And look at Bacolod's free throw numbers.
You imagine if they made all of that, this would have been a very different game.
It's 12 of 26. 14 missed free throws in a 16-point game.
Yeah, it's Sobrevega, you know, one of those guards from Bacolod that really has a very low percentage. In fact, I think he has the lowest among all the guards, 21.1% from the free throw line for Jan Sobrevega.
Quite surprised, actually, Javi.
Yeah, especially because he's such a dead shot from the outside, right?
Yeah.
You know it. You played with him. I played with him.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Despite not scoring prior to that since the first quarter, you know, Jason Puray has made sure to contribute in other aspects of the game for Quezon City.
Mark Barrera. That's it to Aquino. And they were looking for a teammate dun sa kaliwang wing. Walang tao.
This zone has really given them a ton of problems in this game. This zone of Quezon City. Bacolod has had little solutions to it. Dahil nga wala silang masyadong shooters that can actually knock it down at a consistent rate.
78-62, 16-point lead for Quezon City. On their way to win number 6 this season.
And, you know, finishes like this from Bacolod just typifies their lack of experience, which I'm sure is definitely going to get much better as they play more games with each other. But, you know, the fight was there. It's just that the inexperience, yun lang talaga nang ibabaw para sa kanila dito. And Quezon City using
their experience to their advantage sa laro na to.
Yeah. 78 to 65. Diaz is fouled by Duboze, who will foul out. It's number 5 on Duboze.
And you know, Duboze also playing his first season here in the league. He will find out how he can be able to stay on the floor. He tends to foul a lot because of his very aggressive nature. The decision making as well, you know, matututunan niya yan along the way. And I believe that he could be one of the more explosive players. He already is here in the MPBL.
Yeah, malayo pa. He has a bright future ahead of him. Diaz did not convert on the first. Second free throw is good. 14-point advantage para dito sa Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Over 2 minutes to play. Quezon City on their way para sa kaaning nilang panalo ngayong season na to. Kunanan, 5th rebound for him. They had some big wins this season. Itong Quezon City
Oh yeah.
had a win against Bataan and Mindoro. Muray with the offensive rebound. Another opportunity here.
And that one against Mindoro was the most recent, but they're definitely gonna need, you know, as much wins as they can heading into this difficult stretch. They're gonna go up against Pangasinan, Pasay, Pampanga, and Davao Occidental in their next few games. That's a very tough schedule.
Yeah, but right now, if you are, you know, your target right now is number 10, you know, 9 or 10. You gotta check out the rest of your schedule, and hindi mo pa nalalaro ng mga teams na you think you should be winning. And pretty much, you know, try to come up with the best possible result with the favorite against the favorite teams, which are the teams above you. For example, Pangasinan this weekend, Pasay, and then Pampanga. All of those teams nasa taas ng standings. Puray misses and Bernabe with a cleanup job.
Well, I think naging beneficial talaga sa kanila yung mahabang pahinga, yeah, after that game against San Juan. And then, of course, dahil nga sa typhoons last week, wala tayong games, and they were able to use that window of time as an opportunity to really develop and practice with each other. When everybody was at home just resting, you know, these guys were actually hard at work. And we're seeing the fruit of that here in this game. Hopefully for Coach Jeff Perlas, this continues into their next few games, especially dahil matitindi nga ang kalaban nila.
Kunanan. Looking for Puray. Last touch ni Aquino. A minute remaining in the ball game. 7 seconds on the shot clock for Quezon City. All over, but the final score here. Diaz drives. Natapik. Villanueva saves it. Aquino on the move. Mark Barrera. Nabitawan ng bola. Aquino gets it back. Aquino will try to get past Puray. Recovered by Villanueva. Pass just from the corner. That's a 3. 83 to 70. Unanan. 14-second differential game clock and shot clock. Kunanan gets away, finds Avillonar. How many assists has he got?
9 assists already para kay Greg Cunanan. He's the GM of this game.
Barrera knocks down the three. But it's been a struggle from beyond the arc para sa Bacolod.
4 out of 21.
Manazarte. Still no go, and rebound secured by Jason Poray, and that will do it. Quezon City picks up a huge win to boost their chances of a spot in at least the play-in tournament here in the MPBL. The Quezon City Galleries Taipan with an 85-73 victory over the Bacolod Tubo Slashers. The best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And boy, did he come to play. Ito si Edsel Rojas. Double-double para sa kanya. 11 points and 11 boards and 5 assists as well. And we'll talk about his impact here having.
He practically did everything para sa Quezon City. Although he was helped out by a lot of his teammates, he really made sure that they kept the intensity hard at work in this game, not allowing Bacolod to get back in the second half.
85-73 is our final score. Kansas City with its 6th win of the season. Let's go to live.
John, congratulations. You've been contributing so well for Quezon City, and tonight, double-double performance ka pa nga. Anong masasabi mo sa tiwalang binibigay sa'yo ni na Coach Jeff mula nung paglipat mo sa QC?
I'm so grateful tsaka thankful sa binibigay sa akin ni Coach Jeff. Hindi lang sa kanya, pati sa coaching staff, pati sa mga teammates ko. Gusto ko silang pasalamatan na pinagkakatiwalaan nila ako. And yun. So, nagpapasama kay God kasi nagagawa ko yung mga gusto kong gawin. And buti na lang hindi masyadong mintis ako.
And you told me earlier na kahit na bumabagyo, hindi pa rin kayo nag-chill sa training. What for you yung mga naging effective? May mga adjustment ba kayong ginawa na naging effective during training?
Kasi bumabagyo so medyo madulas yung court. So, nag-request kami na sana yung ma-aircon lang kami para maganda ensayo. Ayun, naging maganda ensayo namin, naging competitive. Sobrang saya. Nag-i-enjoy kami lahat kahit pagod na.
Aircon lang pala ang susi. Any greetings?
Ayun nga.
Any greetings yung mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan?
Una-una, gusto pasalamatan si God sa binigay niyang panalo. Gusto batiin yung lola ko, si Mamala, si Nita Beltran, tsaka yung lolo ko, si Rogelio Beltran. Gusto rin batiin yung mga boss namin, si Boss Joven at si Boss Charles na nandito ngayon. Gusto rin batiin si Shaina Albastro, tsaka si Ivo Sarmiento nandito, pati yung si Ate Jeanette at si Angie. And yun lang.
Maraming salamat, John Edsel Rojas of the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat and congratulations kay John Edsel Rojas and the rest of Quezon City picking up another win at the expense of Bacolod. And up next, it's a battle between North Division teams, Nueva Ecija taking on Bataan here at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan. We'll be right back for that game.